Hello, good afternoon. My name is Karina and I will be interviewing you today. To start us off, I would like for you to present yourself.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Carlos Alberto Najera Contreras.
Very well, nice to meet you, Carlos. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, first I born on December 7th of 1999 in Saltillo, Coahuila. And I have lived all that time there in Saltillo.
Very well. What career are you applying to?
I would like to study the mechatronic engineer career.
Oh, very complex one. What are your goals after studying that career?
After finishing the university, I would like to work on my career in a well-paid job because I would like to have a great life with a well-paid job.
Very well. And what are your motivations for studying mechatronic engineering?
First of all, I'm very good in mathematics and I understand them very well and easily. So I would like to make use of that knowledge to study an engineer.
Okay. And why are you interested specifically in this university?
I'm interested in the University of Guadalajara because I heard that this university offers all that the students need to study that career, and that sounds very well to me.
Great. And what are your activities outside of your school?
Outside school, well, I play soccer and it's all that I do. I love soccer very much.
Good, great. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself, maybe your strengths and weaknesses?
Well, first, my strengths. I'm very good studying. Actually, I have very good grades, and that could be my very most strength. But my weaknesses is that I don't like to work too much with other people because I prefer to work by myself. I'm an independent worker, but if I have to work in a group, I will do it, or I prefer to do it alone.
Okay. Well, based on your weaknesses that you mentioned before, how do you plan to improve those weaknesses?
To improve my weaknesses, I can learn how to work with other people, to understand them, so I can work well in group, and I will prefer to work in group instead of working alone.
Very well. You mentioned before that you're a very intelligent person with very good grades. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, first in the middle school I received diplomas of getting an average of 9.9 and another diplomas of being the first place on Spanish, the second place on English, and the first place on French. And on the elementary school, I obtained the diploma of being one of the highest average of my generation with 9.7.
Very interesting. Well, now we're going to talk about college life. As you know, college life is very different from what you're living now. So I would like to know, how do you plan to make sure your times fit with your schedules, and how do you plan to do all your homework, studying, and activities?
First of all, I always manage my time. I organize it myself by making charts of my activities, and I distribute them so I can finish each activity after the deadline.
Okay.
Oh, before the deadline, sorry.
Okay, now I get it. Next question. What do you wish to obtain in this university?
What I wish to obtain from this university is to have the best education, because if I have the best education in the future, it won't be difficult, for me to obtain a well-paid job. And why do I want to have a well-paid job? Well, it is basically because I want to have a successful future and I want to support my family. But all this depends mainly on the education that I receive from this university. So I hope that this university will give me the best education on my career.
Wow, that's pretty understandable, but you do agree that it depends also on the student, the education he receives.
Yeah, I know, and I promise that I will do my best when I'm studying in this university, because I know that not all enter to this university, so I will do my best and I work very hard to obtain my goal, that is to have a career as a mechatronic engineer. That is my dream since I was a child.
Anything else you would like to add?
Know that I'm so grateful to be here at this interview, because I know that this university has a lot of prestige, so I'm very grateful with you to accept me to do this interview.
Very well. Well, now it's time for the next question. Well, Carlos, this interview is coming to a close soon, but I would like to know more about how you plan to become a successful mechatronic engineer.
Basically, by studying and working hard, because at this age we are made just for study and do not get distracted by another things. So I think that I can become a mechatronic engineer by working hard, studying hard, and getting very good grades, because that will define where can I work in the future.
Very well. And lastly, we have another few minutes for you to talk about what do you think the University of Guadalajara should accept you.
First, because I think that I am a hard-working person, and I'd like to study, and I know that this university likes the people that study, and because I promise that I will do my best to finish this university and becoming a mechatronic engineer, because I think that I can do it, and I need the support of the university, because I know that the university will help me to obtain my goal. And I heard that the teachers and the classes and the materials are very well to prepare the students. So I think that I won't deceptionate anyone by studying here in the University of Guadalajara.
Those are very good arguments, Carlos. And the interview is sadly over. So thank you for your time, and we'll be in contact later on.
Thank you by listening me.